Hey, yo, what's up, guys? It's Adam here, back with another video. I don't know if my voice is gonna sound any different, but if it does, it's because it's in the morning, and I just kind of woke up. But I just wanted to make this video before it all disappears from my head, because this happened before, and I just remembered this video idea that I had. So today, I'm basically going to be talking about my second grade year, or my second grade in school. And this was probably like the scarring year for lots of reasons. First, I'm just gonna go out and say it. I learned where babies came from. And that was really weird and awkward when I first heard that. And I didn't know what to think. And I didn't really believe it. I didn't want to, but whatever. It happened. I had to find out sooner or later. Also, that year I literally just started hearing a bunch of swear words. I didn't know what any of these words meant. So, I went in the little dictionary and I found out all that, and that kind of scarred me. Like, it was really weird. And then I found out that they were actually bad words that only adults can say, so you better not say them. To be honest, sometimes I say them when I get hurt or something but that's not what we're talking about. So those two things probably scarred me the most. But now I'm going to talk about the school year. Now, the school year was really weird for me. I have a couple stories, and I'm going to say them right now. We had this really old teacher, I'm just gonna guess around maybe 4,000 years old, and so we were in the middle of a story time, and we were reading a book. I think it was the BFG or something like that. Maybe Winn-Dixie, I don't know, those normal second grade books or whatever, and I think it was the BFG. I couldn't get my mind off that for a second, but she fell asleep in the middle. What was kind of funny is that some people thought she was dead, but those were the couple people who got actually concerned, and they were trying to find out. But the rest of the class was just trying to sneak out and go outside and have fun. I was one of those people trying to have fun, but they woke her up. And she probably would have stayed asleep, to be honest, for until we came back in. And she's like, oh, we just dozed off for a little bit. But no, they had to wake her up. And, so yeah, that's one story. The next story is going to be about this one time where, so at second grade, I was really good at reading, I guess. I was an advanced reader. And, so there was this thing, I think it was Raz Kids, I think that was the name, and you probably might have done this, where you have those levels A to Z, and you have to try and get through all the levels and pass the whole thing. And I think I already started off from the last years from first grade. I think I started off, I passed it in first grade, and I passed it in third grade as well. But this one was extra weird because it really kind of tortured me. So this teacher, I don't think she's gonna be watching this, but she I don't know what it is, but I think she ate some rotten fish or something, because she came up to me and she was like, "You're a very good reader. I hope you continue to read as much as you are." And it was I had to hold my breath, because the first time she talked that word, it was probably the worst stench I have ever, how could that come out of a human being? I feel bad for saying that, because she was a nice teacher, but that kind of just ruined me. I didn't know what to think. And yeah, so that's that story. And I think I had one more. 1 second, let me think about this. All right, guys, I got one more thing, but before I tell you that, I want to say I'm not starting off with first grade or kindergarten because there's not much to say. So now I'm gonna tell you one more thing that happened. So I figured out that year that I guess I had a little talent, or like, not really talent, just something people couldn't do, and something I could. And people wanted me to do it, but now it's just extremely over repetitive and annoying. And I stopped after fourth grade, but I found this out in second grade, and this is what it is. Hi guys, how's it going? Meow, 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 meow. Yeah, that. So I can make that voice, and it's like a baby, I guess. And we had this whole little family going on because we were playing like this house game or something, and we had this whole little family. Like I was noodles, my brother was pasta, someone was you know, daddy, and someone was the popsicle or whatever, and it was like the food family, and I was like the noodles, and yes, it was really awkward and weird. And I even think I might have a couple old React videos that I might be able to put up of me doing that. And yeah, so I'm rambling right now, but I why can I not speak? So we were reading in class, and so I thought I'd be, a little funny kid, the class clown, as you may refer to, and I used that voice to read out a whole paragraph, and nobody stopped me, and everybody was just, like, it was so awkward because nobody was laughing. You could hear a couple of chuckles, but then there was, like, nobody laughing. I just felt so awkward in the middle of it. And, like, after I do that voice for a long time, I start not being able to, like, breathe as well, so I stop. And so I just stopped in the middle of the paragraph or something. And I don't know, then I used my real voice. I can't really remember it that well. I might have just kept going the whole way. All I know is I used that voice. It was awkward, and that's basically the end of the video. Those were my stories from second grade. If you liked it, make sure to like, subscribe, and I will see you next video. Peace.